Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So y'all already know what time it is. It is time for self-care Sunday. I'm in much need of some self-care today, so yeah. Had a great time yesterday, but I feel like I just got hit in the face by a giant pollen fist. Let me know if any of you are feeling the effects of all this pollen too. Love me some springtime, love me some hiking and going out and doing all that stuff, but Lord, does it mess with my sinuses. And I am super sinus infection prone, so I'm just trying to not let it get to me. So today we are reviewing the original of the original. The product that basically started it all from the main choice. This is the Green Tea and Carrot Deep Strengthening and Restorative Mask Treatment. Of course, the main choice is known for being the natural growth and retention solution. So that's what she looks like. This mask is basically what started it for Courtney Adeleye. It's been in her collection since day one. Here are some of the claims. It is supposed to repair and restore damage, strengthens, fights shedding and breakage, adds moisture and hydration, improves manageability and elasticity for all hair types, and of course this is infused with biotin. Most of her products are, if not almost all of them. Let's go ahead over the first 5 ingredients just so we have that down. There's water, aloe vera leaf juice, coconut oil, honey extract, and green tea extract. Great ingredients in the first 5. That's followed by sunflower, some biotin, some broccoli seed oil, avocado oil. All great things. I'm really excited to use this because as long as I've been using Main Choice products, specifically the Core Collection, I have not tried this yet. Don't know why, don't know how, but I haven't. I've been seeing this product since it was the all black packaging with the green writing. Yeah, so I'm really excited to try this today. So I'm going to go ahead and take my hair down, put it in the proper sections. If you guys hear growling, Z is in my room, and I think I've told you guys that Z and Ellie don't really get along. But Z has been very clingy, and she is adamant that she is going to be in here. And it's really hard because, y'all gotta think about it. She's been the only cat in the house for almost 15 years. The only time she ever lived with another cat was when she was at the shelter when we got her, and she was with her brother, which, albeit, I think her brother was probably not all that great to her. Because you can tell she was a shelter cat. I'll just put it that way. She does not have very good cat etiquette in general. So her relationship with Ellie is not very good right now. Ellie's been in my room. She pretty much stays in my room. I'll let her, I'll leave the door open so she can explore at her leisure. But a lot of times I end up having to shut it because Z will come up here and bother her. So Ellie's under the bed. Z is somewhere around the corner, probably staring at Ellie, and, just showing her booty. So if I have to cut this show and go break up some cat nonsense, then it just is what it is. And honestly, we're to the point now where a lot of the times I think Z thinks that she's trying to play, but Ellie's like, nah, I don't trust you. So, it's just one of those things. Z has created a relationship with Ellie now where, Ellie does not want anything to do with her because all she did was, chase her and be mean to her and run her off. And even, there would be times where Z would be mad at me for doing something, so she would walk her happy ass right downstairs and just go in there and hit Ellie. I kid you not. She would just go in there and hit her for no reason whatsoever. Because she was mad at me. So, that just goes to tell you how my cat is. She's a diva. She's definitely a diva. So how are you guys doing this week? Gotta get that check-in and see how my folks are. Hopefully all of y'all have had a wonderful week. Started out pretty rainy here, but we're making it. My week has been going all right so far. I am officially back at work. I was cleared to go back to work. So my first day was yesterday. And truth be told, y'all, like, I was happy to be able to be at work. I'm happy to have an income. But, going back after being gone for almost 2 months just made me realize how much I don't like my job. It wasn't a bad day. I'm ready to not be doing that. And so I've been looking for other things. I've been applying to other things that really seem like they're going to keep my interest and make me happy in the meantime, while I kind of save up my money for grad school. So we're going to go ahead and go into this. This is in an 8-ounce tube. And let's see that texture. Oh, it's kind of running out. Seems very similar to the pink lemonade. It's actually a little bit lighter than the pink lemonade, but still emollient. Okay, good slip. Definitely what I would expect from the Main Choice. Y'all know Main Choice deep conditioners have been hit or miss for me, which is fine. Like, I don't expect every single product to work stellar for me, you know? So that's just my hair with that applied. I'm gonna apply just a tad bit more. I don't wanna go too ham. Yeah, that was just enough. But yeah, the texture of this is very reminiscent of my pink lemonade mask that I absolutely love. So this is giving me those vibes, and therefore I have very high hopes for this now. I was excited, but I didn't really have any expectations, because truth be told, I don't see that many people like talking about, raving about this mask. At least not like in the YouTube universe, you know. But people are still buying it up. People still love it. So I figured I needed to go ahead and try this. I got this during Black Friday in my big old Black Friday haul, which I'm still trying to catch up with all those reviews and demos. But so far, the majority of my Black Friday haul has been a success. I've loved most of what I've, you know, gotten. But I did want to talk about the Main Choice because, you know, it's crazy thinking about how this was pretty much her first product. And she has grown so much. I am so proud of Courtney. It honestly makes me excited every time I see a new product launch. I'm just really happy for her because she's really doing the damn thing. And I love it because she's the type of boss that I aspire to be, because she's not just doing it for the coins. Like, she's giving back to her communities, not just monetarily, but in a way that's going to allow us to receive the tools of the trade, really understand business, and be successful. Like, she wants to generate successful Black bosses, especially Black women bosses, which I absolutely love. Her boss conference seems dope, absolutely dope. She does a lot of great things. So I really admire her. I think she is somebody that is actually walking what she talks, you know? So let me just show you guys. So that's how my hair is looking. Definitely reacting to my strands well. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys how I prepped my hair, right? So I did use the Main Choice Heavenly Halo shampoo. That's the only shampoo I own from the Main Choice, and I absolutely love that shampoo. That was in my favorites video last year, so if you want like full thoughts on that, go ahead and check that video out. It's like my current favorites for the year. That shampoo is absolutely amazing. Really does cleanse the hair. Like, it cleanses the hair. Gives you kind of that squeaky clean feeling, but you don't feel like your hair is just going to like knot up or break off or anything like that. So I absolutely love that shampoo. And then one thing that I've been doing recently is Y'all know I love my Eden Body Works split and repair mask, and sometimes I just want the detangling properties of it because it is an amazing detangler. The marshmallow in there really just helps to let your fingers glide through the curls. So I did use some of that today as a detangler, and it did everything that I needed to do. No pull and tug. So, but yeah, I also wanted to talk about the main choice because I've seen a lot of people that, and honestly, these are people that I feel like really don't know what they're talking about, but a lot of people are now complaining because they feel like Kourtney's releasing too much. I've seen a lot of people calling her the next Shea Moisture, which I think is like the highest of disrespect. Cause y'all know how I feel about Shea Moisture, right? Oh, there she is. Hi, baby. Hey, my love. What's good? You want to tell the people hey? They haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, she's here. She's still here. She's still rocking with us. I told y'all it's gonna be like crazy cat town up in here. But yeah, y'all know how I feel about Shea Moisture, and I feel like saying that she's the next Shea Moisture is like the highest of disrespect, truthfully. Like, Kourtney deserves better than that. Y'all, my hair is getting so long. Like, hold on. And this isn't even the longest point of my hair. So I'm basically like, I've surpassed waist length. I clipped a little bit off. My hair was like right at my tailbone, but I clipped a little bit off myself because of the single strand knots that I had. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting when I finally like blow it out. I love the texture of this. It's thin and slippery, but it has a lot of substance to it, and I really like that. I do like deep conditioners like that. I love a really good thick deep conditioner that's gonna grip onto the strands. Hello, my love. But I also love deep conditioners like this that just glide through the hair, and this one does that. And I feel like once I get underneath some heat, it's really going to penetrate well. But a lot of people are complaining about how many lines she's dropping. People feel like they can't keep up, which honestly, this year, like 2019, I feel like has not been as hardcore with hair care releases as a lot of other years have been. Last year was crazy. And the year before was really wild too. There was a lot of stuff at one time. A lot of people call themselves paying attention, but they really don't, because Kourtney has mentioned many times with the lines that have come out that they were not supposed to come out like that, and they were not supposed to come out that soon. They were definitely supposed to be spaced out way more. I don't think the Prickly Pear collection was supposed to come out the way that it did, and I don't believe the Exotic Kool-Aid collection was supposed to come out the way that it did either. But unfortunately, a lot of times retailers, they get stuff and they just throw shit on the shelves. They don't care about when these brands tell them to put stuff out. They get it and they just throw it out there. And I'm pretty sure, especially with the Exotic Kool-Aid collection, Kourtney said that she went ahead and just mentioned it because there was a sale going on and you could get those products for the discounted price. So she was really doing us a favor, you know? But of course that caused a lot of upset. It was really annoying because like all of us wanted to get our hands on it, but a lot of our Walgreens either hadn't got it or hadn't put it out yet because they were actually like following directions. But yeah, so that's one thing to consider, is that none of these things were like, a lot of these things are not being released the way that they're supposed to, you know? And so that does affect things. It affects our perception as customers. But you know, a lot of like, a love for me was saying how she feels like we can't do anything if brands don't tell us, which I mean, I agree, but also like brands tell us this stuff and we don't listen. So there's that as well. Like, you have to be a consumer that has your ears open. Like, you have to actually, like, listen to comprehend, not listen to comment. I do believe that's important in everything you do, not just being a consumer. But because of that, a lot of people are like saying she's a next Shea Moisture. I think that's a slap in the face, because all we do is say that, like, we want products for this and we want products for that, and she's making these lines specifically for the things that we're saying we want, because we say that she doesn't have it, and she creates it, and then we get angry. Like, you gotta understand, you can't get mad because you're getting what you asked for, right? It doesn't make any sense to me. And pretty much most of the lines, like, their targets are things that I have seen her ask people about on Instagram. Like, for example, the Peach Black Tea collection. She asked us a while ago, wanted opinions from people that have very lightweight hair. Obviously, those products are for people that have lightweight hair. I have the feeling that for me, I probably really like the collection. Not necessarily for wash and goes, but I think I'd be able to get some great styles out of it, especially when it comes to set styles. And so she's pushing out these products that are being pushed out for a reason, you know? Many of these things are things that we have asked for to a certain capacity. And so I can't be mad at her for getting the request and delivering, right? Because that's what she's doing. Now, obviously, Main Choice products are not going to work for everybody. That's just common sense. And so, you know, you just have to take that for what it is. You have to know your ingredients. A lot of the Main Choice products tend to have glycerin relatively high up. My hair really likes that. A lot of people's hair doesn't. And so you have to know your ingredients. Definitely read the labels before you go in. So yeah, that's it. I find that kind of annoying. And then also a lot of people are saying that she's the next Shea Moisture, because obviously, especially with pretty much only with the Peach Black Tea collection, there has been a lot of marketing using white or racially ambiguous women. Which, let me be clear, ads like that are nothing new for the Main Choice. And I say that this is why I say we don't really pay attention, because that's not really anything new. And it's not that many ads. Like, I've only seen, I can count like maybe 3 off the top of my head. And it's the same ads being shown all the time. Like, they pop up on my Instagram all the time, but it's the same ad. It's not anything new. So when you really put that into perspective, like, it's only so much, right? But her using white and racially ambiguous women in her marketing is not anything new. I haven't been on her website in a hot minute, but I remember the first time I went on her website back when the biotin infused styling gel was released, and there were white and racially ambiguous women on her website. I've seen ads with white women using her products before. Especially this mask. So it's nothing new. I don't think the rate at which she is doing it is anything new from what she has been doing. But if the products from that collection are going to work for that market, then why not go ahead and encourage her, right? Like, I don't see why she shouldn't. She's not changing. My hair smells really good. She's not changing any of the products to fit other hair types. She's not doing that. Like, her products are staying the same. She's releasing new things with different formulas. Like, she's not just using the same base ingredients. Every product I try from her is very different. And so she's innovating, she's creating new products without giving us the same crap over and over and over again. Like, I'm sorry, but there's no comparison. And the thing is, you don't have to buy every single line that comes out. These lines are coming out because they're being focused on certain people. She's not intending for you to buy every single thing that she creates, right? She's trying to cater to every single person that she can. So, like, for someone like me who likes to do product reviews, am I going to buy pretty much at least one thing from every new collection that she drops? Yes, I am. But also, I really like her products. For the most part, her products work really well with my hair. I haven't reviewed them, but I've been enjoying the styling products from the Ancient Egyptian collection, and my brother has also been enjoying those products. That's part of the reason why I haven't reviewed them, because once I let him try them, nah, I ain't see them products no more. So yeah, there was that. The Tropical Moringa collection, I am really enjoying. I am loving that pearly braid out glaze. I need to do a review on that. Let me know if you guys want to see a review on that soon. It's going to be a minute until you see the Ancient Egyptian review, because I have to buy more. So, you know, once the paychecks start rolling in again, then we'll take care of that. But yeah, I don't agree with a lot of the complaints. I really don't. I mean, if you want to grow, then you gotta grow, right? And natural hair has become an industry where if you stay stagnant, then you're forgotten. Case in point with last week's video, natural hair products that I forgot about. It's really to forget about companies when they're not constantly releasing products. Like, it really is. Unless you're one of those people who only uses the things that you know, like, you know works, you don't like to try new things, then you're going to forget, unfortunately, about those companies. I feel that way with Kinky Curly, and I think Kinky Curly is amazing. And they're trying to release new products, and it's not really getting any traction. I think they released a mousse and a styling cream, which they were in really tiny bottles, like tinier than 8 ounces, and I kind of want to get them. I feel like I would at least get some work out of the mousse. I don't know about that styling cream though. But that is just another thing. Like, you have to know your industry. You have to know the market that you're in. She knows the market that she's in. And right now, natural hair is very, very fast paced. So, but that's why I review a multitude of companies, because I know a lot of you guys don't want to buy something new all the time. Like, you want to just have that one core collection and let it be. That's why I say brands like Curl Origin are great, because, you know, if you like the products, that's your line, you know. They have a few different things for everybody, and then that's it. It's not a ton of different lines, whereas She Sent It has a lot of different collections. The products are just as great. The quality is just as amazing. Obviously, they're sister companies. But when you consider, like, they're sister companies, but one is giving you a huge range of options, and the other one is giving you a smaller, basic routine, you know? Alright, so I'm on my last section. And I don't know why I did that, because I was sectioning my hair in half before, and then I just kind of stopped. I started talking, and then I just forgot what I was doing. But overall, I am liking the way this mask is feeling. Feels really, really nice in the hair. I'm excited to see the results at the end. I hope that the results reflect how good my hair feels right now. And I do feel like I'm getting a lot of shine from the product too. My hair looks very shiny with the product in my hair, so I am feeling that. And I am prepping to do a video too, so I'm going to be doing part 1 of my Alake lemongrass review. You guys know I got the products right before I went into surgery, so I was able to use them, but I wasn't able to give you guys a review. So I'm going to review the styling gel. That's going to be up for this week. I'm really excited. It's gotten a lot of really bad reviews. But I don't know. My experience with the lemongrass collection so far has been very, very pleasant. So we shall see. We shall see. I forgot to mention the fragrance. So this smells like quite a couple of the other products that are in the core collection. I'm just gonna add a tad bit more. If you have used the scalp oil or the Doesn't Get Much Butter Than This, I believe that's the name. All of those have that same kind of like creamy lemon peel smell. It's citrusy, kind of smells like lemons. It's very pleasant. It's not as lemony as the Pink Lemonade collection though. That one smells like straight up lemonade, like no bones about it. It smells like a cold drink. This one is not to that level. It's just like a light hint of citrus. You can already see, like with this piece here, everything's coiling up, really soaking in the product. One of you guys did ask me if I would like revisit a mask, and honestly, I know my hair well enough to where, like, obviously if I add an oil to a hair mask, it's going to change how it works to an extent. But oils also aren't moisturizers. Like, it's going to make it feel a little bit better in my hair, but it's only going to do so much. And honestly, I feel like that would probably be a waste of you guys' time. I do have a mask that I am going to add some oils to for a specific reason. I've already used it and I don't really like it. But I want to finish it up and I wanted to give you guys the tea on it. So I am going to do that with that. So hopefully that will kind of satisfy that itch. But as far as like taking masks that I've used during Self-Care Sunday, and revisiting them in that capacity, like, to me, regardless, if I have to make it work when it comes to deep conditioners, then it doesn't work. And so I feel like that would be misleading, you know? I can tell you guys that every single mask that I've used for Self-Care Sunday, I have used since. My opinions on them have not changed. They still don't work for me. They still don't do what I think they should do. And so far, I haven't had anything that was categorically bad. Like, they all did what they said that they would do, but I have things that did better, you know, like in terms of how they applied to the hair, what they did for my hair. The results weren't as stellar and prominent as I expected. So for some people, what they get out of that mask may be perfect. For me, it was just like, oh, it's just there. Like, I didn't really see the benefit of it. I just wanted to throw that out there really quick because I know I did get that request when I asked about like new deep conditioners, and I don't want to waste you guys' time because your time is valuable to you and it is also valuable to me. Other products that I would say like I could go back and try again and maybe I get better results are like stylers. So for example, my Eco Style Sport Gel, I'm gonna do a new video on that because I did a video on it. I basically said I didn't like it, but the combination that I used did not work well for my hair. They mixed, but it didn't give me my desired results anymore. And so I'm going to come back and re-review it. So that's just an example of something that I would do. But as far as like deep conditioners go, things that are supposed to be treatments for the hair, for me, it either does what I want it to do or it doesn't. And so trying to bring anything different for me would be like wasting you guys' time. And I don't want to waste anybody's time. So all the product is applied. Everything feels really good. I just went ahead and applied some to my edges and all that. It is sinking into the hair. I do have really nice shine. Definitely some definition in the hair. I think I probably used about a third of this, which is typical, just from feeling it. That's typical for an 8-ounce container for me, so nothing different in terms of how much product I used. Definitely used about a third of it, so typical for me. and we're gonna do 15 minutes. It says 15 minutes, so I'm gonna do 15 minutes, and then I will be back to show you guys my results. Alright guys, so I have just rinsed the treatment out of my hair, and these are my final results. So my hair feels super duper soft but very strengthened. You can see how my hair is looking. See these little coils. Definitely the product, I feel like, did what it said it would do. So it says the green tea and carrot deep strengthening and restorative mask treatment is a healthy hair essential formulated to penetrate the hair shaft and infuse your hair with high quality vitamins and nutrients to transform your hair into its most optimal and healthiest state. Enriched with biotin, green tea, and carrot oil, this product will immediately begin to repair and restore dry, damaged strands. It's supposed to promote growth and retention, hydrate and moisturize, minimize damage and breakage, and it's great for natural, relaxed, permed, and color-treated hair. Let's go ahead and talk about how I feel about the mask overall. So I am extremely impressed with this mask, and it feels different from anything that I have ever tried. Now let me explain. So when I went and took the deep conditioning cap off, much like I said I experienced with the Camille Rose and the Indulge deep conditioners, everything had already sunk into my hair. You couldn't see any of the residue. It was almost as if my hair was kind of drying, which for me is a really good sign. This says that it's going to penetrate the hair shaft, and it definitely does. Upon rinsing it out, I noticed, and I'm sure you guys noticed too, my curls look super juicy. This is not the type of deep conditioner that, you know how like some deep conditioners, like my eucalyptus and honey one from Silk Elements, or even my royal honey and argan, the hair almost kind of feels, I don't want to say slick, because that is kind of an indicator that it might be like too coated, but you can kind of feel the oils left over on your hair. I'll put it that way. You feel that slip from the oils left over in your hair. You don't get that with this, but you can see the effects of it. This, right off the bat, I think, let's see, coconut oil is the third ingredient, but as far as the first 5 ingredients, this is not oil heavy, this is extract heavy. And so you can see the work that it did on my curls. It definitely helped to plump them up. My curls definitely became very defined, very juicy, and I really like it. Like, I really enjoy it. I'm happy because I feel like in terms of main choice deep conditioners, I think it's going to be kind of hit or miss, right? This one is definitely a hit for me. I can see how this would be the perfect, like, if you are someone that didn't want to do anything but one strengthening mask and one super moisturizing mask, this would be the strengthening one that would be perfect to have in your collection, because it's going to strengthen the hair without giving you that heavy feeling of protein. I'm sure you can see her stalking Ellie behind me. It's terrible. But yeah, so as far as like repairing and restoring damage, this definitely made my hair feel stronger. You could see the elasticity in my hair, and it felt hydrated and moisturized without feeling gummy or gross. And so it definitely strengthened my hair. Obviously, you'd have to use this over time to really see like long-term benefits of it, but I feel like if you are that type of person that just wants one strengthening and one moisturizing, this would be the perfect way to go for you. It's supposed to strengthen, fight shedding, and breakage. I don't know about the shedding aspect. I haven't used this long enough, but as far as breakage goes, as strong as my hair feels, I feel like this is definitely going to be good for someone that has breakage. Adds moisture and hydration. Definitely, my hair was definitely moisturized, definitely hydrated. Not necessarily the type of moisture that you can feel on your fingers, but you can see it. Like, you can feel how plump your curls are. You can see how juicy they are. The moisture and the hydration are there. Improves manageability and elasticity. Yes. This definitely nails all of its claims in the way that I expected it to. I'm definitely really impressed with this, and I know that I will probably get more. I can't remember how much this was. I want to say it's like $17, but I could be wrong. But definitely worth every penny. Obviously, I got this on sale during Black Friday, But if I saw it again and I was out of it, I would still pay full price for it. Like, that's how much I like this mask. This is really, really nice. I feel like these last few weeks, I've had really, really good results with deep conditioners after having a couple of runs that weren't so great. Super duper happy with this. I absolutely love the texture of it. Like I said, I only went through a third of the bottle, so I'm going to get the standard 3 uses that I would typically get out of an 8-ounce container. Awesome slip. It applied to the hair wonderfully. It soaks in. Like, genuinely, guys, I did not rinse a lot out of my hair. I barely had to rinse my hair. That's how much this really penetrated into my strands. So, this is dope. I don't know if this is going to be everybody's cup of tea, because realistically, I know a lot of people like it when they can feel like the extra oils and stuff on their hair. For me, I don't necessarily need that. I just need my curls to be hydrated. I like for them to be stronger because I do have fine strands. That's not necessarily what I need in my hair. And so for people that are really about that life, you may not enjoy this. I'm just going to put that out there, be upfront. But if you are someone who isn't necessarily here for just what your fingers feel, but actually seeing the benefits of it in your hair, seeing the shine, seeing the elasticity, seeing the clear moisture, the poppage, the juiciness that's in your hair, you're going to love this. I absolutely really do like this, really do love this conditioner. I think that this is going to be something that I keep in my main choice routine. I definitely want to go ahead and use this and do a video on how I utilize the leave-in and the gel from the Core collection, so I'll definitely be doing that as well. I want to see how it all works as a system. So yeah, that is my review for the Green Tea and Carrot Deep Strengthening and Restorative Mask Treatment. I'm absolutely loving the results that I got. I think that this is really going to be perfect in terms of a system, in terms of something used within a regimen to maintain those moisture and strengthening balances within the hair. So yeah, let me know, have you guys tried this? What do you think about it? Is it something that you really enjoy? Is it something that really wasn't your cup of tea? Let me know. And thank you guys so much for joining me for the Self-Care Sunday. Y'all know I love doing these videos. And of course, chime in down below what you want me to know, how you been, what you thinking, how you doing, all that good stuff. And of course, if you're new here, welcome. Leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.